Self-love is so important. It's about how much we love ourselves, how much we value ourselves, appreciate ourselves, and also how much we take care of ourselves. Oftentimes, unfortunately, we're being influenced by society that really affects how much we actually love ourselves, how much we take care of ourselves. It often causes us to look at ourselves and don't really like certain things about ourselves, whether we think we're too big, too old, too young, too heavy, too skinny, too white, too dark, all of those different things. Or maybe it's those internal things as well, where we don't like certain things about ourselves. Well, I'm maybe too jealous, I'm too loud, I'm too quiet, I'm too shy, I'm too afraid. All of those different things. But it's all about loving ourselves for who we are. All of ourselves, all parts of who we are. And in this video, I want to share a little bit more about why self-love is so important and how it really affects, how the lack of self-love can really affect all areas of your life. Your success, your relationships, your health, your wealth, everything, every single area of your life is affected, can be negatively affected by the lack of self-love. And I also want to share with you what you can start doing right now, right in this moment, to start up-leveling your self-love, your level of self-love. And I was also got to share a message from Archangel Michael as well about self-love. So you can also hear it from up above what our guides think self-love is all about, what they want us to know about self-love. So stay tuned. Hello there, beautiful soul. I'm Kay Sanders, transformational coach and divine messenger, here to assist awakening souls to really awaken to their power within so they can create more success, abundance, and freedom in their life, all while making a bigger impact in the world. Now, if you're new to this channel, I want to invite you, please be sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. And because we all can benefit from really leveling up our level of self-love, I was guided to talk about it in this video. So why is self-love so important? Well, if we don't love ourselves, then who can? It all starts with us. It starts with you to love yourself, each and every person. It starts with us. We need to love ourselves in order for others to love ourselves. Because if there's certain things that you don't like about yourself, how can you expect others to like this part of you? If you're looking for unconditional love in a person, if you want them to love you for who you are, well, then you too gotta love yourself for who you are. And I get it. I mean, society makes it very hard for us to love ourselves unconditionally, right? Because you just need to look at magazines or TV, watch movies or whatnot. You see all these beautiful people on TV. And yeah, of course, sometimes maybe not so beautiful, but that's in the eye of the beholder, right? But I truly believe, I mean, we all are beautiful. We all are whole. We all are who we are meant to be. But we also gotta love ourselves for who we are. But you see, if you don't allow yourself to love yourself unconditionally, to really give yourself that self-love, this can affect all areas of your life. Now, first of all, if you can't love yourself, you can't expect to ever find a partner that's going to love you the way you want to be loved. It all starts within you. But if you don't love yourself, if you don't really have that self-love for yourself, then what usually happens is that maybe you hide behind certain masks where you don't really show your beautiful self, your beautiful soul that you are. You hide behind those masks to stay safe, to protect yourself so you won't get hurt or rejected or anything like that. You may even end up being too hard on yourself. And I'm pretty sure you've had those moments when you beat yourself up over doing something or saying something like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? And things like that. That usually comes from not loving yourself unconditionally. You may then even look for ways to change yourself. Now, has someone ever told you something that maybe you need to lose some weight, or maybe you need to gain some weight, maybe you need to change your clothing or anything like that, and all of a sudden you caught yourself making changes. You start making changes for other people rather than making it because you truly wanted to. Or maybe you were even hard on yourself. Have you ever had that moment when you knew you shouldn't have eaten that donut, but it was just so good and you eat, and then afterwards you were like beating yourself up over because you gave in, you were weak, you ate that donut, and oh my gosh, right? Shame on you. Have you ever had that? Well, that too usually happens when we don't love ourselves so much. Do we deprive ourselves from the things that we truly want? Or then we are hard on ourselves whenever we do give in because we truly want that. and then feel bad about it afterwards. Or then there also comes in the self-blame, self-punishment, talking down on ourselves, those type of things. That also happens then. Or then, most importantly, we don't really reach for the stars because we don't think it's possible. So if you don't really love yourself, that really affects all areas of your life. If you don't love yourself enough, then you may not put yourself out there. So let's say you're an entrepreneur and you really want to make an impact. Well, then all that self-doubt comes up and all these different things that are really holding you back. Or if you think you want to have a better career, but then maybe you don't go for it because you have doubt, like, wow, who is going to hire me? Who wants to have someone like me? Those type of things. So when you don't really love yourself, it affects all areas of your life. And like I said, everything that you're experiencing outside of you that doesn't really feel right, where you wonder, does this person love me? Do they like me? Do they value me? Or anything like that. Don't look at them or don't be mad at them. They're just showing you what is missing within. And this is like the biggest realization that I ever was gifted with, because it is truly what goes within us is just simply being reflected from the outside. The people that you surround yourself with, the experience that you're having, your surrounding is a mirror reflection of what's going on within you, which, by the way, is good news, because then it gives you those input, it gives you those insights into what you may choose to work on. And when you have free will, you can ignore it, or you can use whatever triggers you outside of you to look a little closer, like, where do I not value myself? Where do I not love myself? Where do I not listen to myself? Where do I ignore myself? Where do I put other people before myself? There's so many messages left and right that tell you what is going on deep within. When you start becoming aware of what's going on, then you can start healing from within. You can start making those changes. If you're noticing that, well, you blame yourself or you're hard on yourself or those type of things, or you can stop yourself and ask yourself, would a person who truly loves herself or himself do that? Would a person that feels whole, that has the love for themselves, would talk about themselves like that? There's so many messages left and right that tell you exactly what is going on. But often we're so distracted, we're not really listening, we're not becoming aware. So I want to invite you, become aware. Become aware, notice what's going on all around you. Then you can start making a choice. Then you can start doing something about it. Which brings me to, what can you start doing more of, or what can you start doing or stop doing to really level up your level of self-love? First thing I want to invite you, pause this video right now, or take out your phone, turn on your camera and look into it, or go into the bathroom, go somewhere where you can look into the mirror, and then just tell yourself, I love you. Look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. Maybe look at all areas of your body that you don't quite love or that you don't quite like or whatnot. Maybe you do have a few extra pounds, or maybe you are a little too skinny or whatnot. Maybe you have some complexions that you always kind of complain about. Look at those parts of you that up until this point you didn't quite like, and tell yourself, I love you. I accept you. I appreciate you. Do this every day. Start telling yourself how much you love yourself. And if this is a little hard for you, just start, I like myself. I like this part of me. I accept this part of me. Because I know some people may be a little challenged with saying, I love myself. So if that's you, if you're a little challenged, start with, I like myself. I'm pretty sure you like yourself, right? I'm pretty sure there are a lot of parts about you, internally and externally, that you like about yourself. Give yourself some credit. Tell yourself how much you like yourself. Give yourself those compliments that you always like to hear from other people, or that you wish you would hear from other people. Gift yourself those compliments. Tell yourself how much you like yourself or how much you love yourself. I want to challenge you. Try to say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And the next thing is honor yourself. Say no when you feel like saying no. Don't get into the energy of obligation, saying yes because you feel you have to, but really honor yourself, because you are really that important. You are really that important to honor yourself enough to say, you know what, no, I don't want to do this. And if it's something that you kind of have those obligations, like let's say family or whatnot, then you can look at it from a different perspective and say, like, even though I don't really want to do that, I honor that. I honor that I don't want to do this, but I choose to do it anyways because it's important to this person, or it would make this person happy, or this is just something that I choose to do. You making a choice puts you back into the power. And then you don't feel bad about, oh, now I said yes again, and they always get me, those type of things. So honor yourself enough that if you don't want to do something, or if you do want to do something, honor when it is a definitely no. When it feels like a no, say it's a no. If it's a definite yes, then go for it. Don't talk yourself out of it, right? And then, like I said, if it's something where it's technically a no, but you still feel like you need to do that, make the choice by honoring that it is a no, but you still choose to do it for whatever reason. Okay, there's power in that. When you choose to do something, then the situation doesn't have power over you. Very important, very powerful, because then it also makes you feel better, because they're like, hey, I chose to do this, so it doesn't feel bad when I do it, right? So it's just a different energy. And then also set clear boundaries, because us empath and loving souls, giving souls, we want to just give. We may let other people overstep our boundaries, or maybe we don't even have boundaries. So you want to really love yourself enough to set clear boundaries. If there's a person in your life that really just they piss you off, they trigger you, or you just don't like being around them, set those clear boundaries. If certain people in your life don't accept your way of being, let's say you are on the spiritual path and they don't really accept you for who you are, or they don't understand, just acknowledge that they are like that and just say, look, I understand you're on your path. You may not understand what I'm going through, but I would appreciate if you would just leave it at that. Let me be, accept me for who I am, because I do the same with you. But really set clear boundaries. Don't let people take advantage of you or walk all over you. Set those clear boundaries. You are truly that important of a person. You deserve to be treated right. You deserve to honor yourself and your wishes and how you feel. And like I said, set those clear boundaries. No one should ever walk all over you or mistreat you. Set those clear boundaries. And if there's someone in your life that really constantly steps over the boundaries, you have a choice. You can choose to walk away from them, or you can choose to do something about it. But set those clear boundaries. And also, make self-care a very important part of your life. Daily, do something that is just for you. Have some me time, and even if it's just 5 minutes, maybe you meditate in the morning before you start your day, or in the evening, or just go outside, or do something for you. What feels good to you? Even if you're working all day and you come home and you have your house chores to do or whatnot, you can take 5 minutes to gift yourself that time for some me time. Do something that brings you joy. Do something that makes you feel good. And just pamper yourself. And accept yourself for who you are. Because you're whole, you're a beautiful soul. You've come here for a reason. You have a very important and vital part in this lifetime, right now, right here. So accept yourself for who you are and believe in yourself, and never ever change for anyone unless you want to change for yourself because you feel that it is important. Well, let's say you do feel like you're a little overweight and you want to lose weight. Don't do it for someone else. Do it for you. Or if you do feel like you may need some, work done on yourself or whatnot because you want to look younger, don't do it because someone else told you that, hey, you're looking kind of old, but do it because you choose to do that. Or it's with anything. Exercise, eating habits, your lifestyle, whatever it is. Don't do it because other people made those suggestions or made those stupid comments, but do it because you feel it's to your highest and greatest good. You feel you want to do that. You want to do it. You choose to do it. Not because someone else, but because of what's within you, because you want that. And then maybe from time to time, dress up a little bit. Look all pretty, really pamper yourself. Get all dressed up. Look in the mirror like, oh my God, I'm a hot shot here. I look so good. I look so beautiful. I look so handsome. do that from time to time, because sometimes, especially now that we've been home for quite some time, maybe you do like to dress more comfortable. No, maybe once in a while, just dress up and really look pretty, look handsome, and just admire yourself for how handsome or how beautiful you are. So there you go. These are some tips that can help you start up-leveling your level of self-love. But now let me share the message from Archangel Michael with you, because maybe that also will open up your eyes a little bit more, maybe give you some more insights. And also, one thing that I always love about these channeled messages is that they do hold light codes of activation as well. So here's what you may want to do is just close your eyes and get centered and just allow these words to wash over you, and maybe activate whatever needs to be activated within you so you can up-level your level of self-love, because you're beautiful and you deserve to love yourself just for who you are. Beloved child of the light, it is I, Archangel Michael, here with you at this time to offer you a message of love and upliftment. Indeed, I speak of love, as love is the most important feeling that will heal, uplift, and simply make the world as it is a better, more enjoyable place to reside. Even your life will be more uplifted, brighter, and more joyful as a result of increased love in one's life. But in order to experience love, one must first find it within themselves to love themselves deeply, unconditionally, and then allow themselves to not only share this love with the world, but to also be open to allow love to come back tenfold. It is easy to fall into the trap of life, of worries, of responsibilities, and all the ups and downs life has to offer. But it is even more important to not let life get into the way of feeling love within. Self-love as it is the greatest gift anyone can bestow upon themselves, as it is pure, it is healing, it is the essence of their divine beingness. However, many have forgotten how to love themselves. They have been taught that there's something wrong with who they are, with how they look, with what they do, and how they show up in the world. All these inadequacies society teaches people is only a means of keeping everyone disconnected, searching for greater meaning and fulfillment in life. But what it doesn't teach is that all that anyone would ever need and feels they are lacking is already within them. It has never left, it has only been forgotten. Indeed, it is self-love that I speak of, the love for oneself, the love one holds deep within their heart for who they are, how they appear in the world, and everything about themselves. This type of self-love I speak of does not see any faults or limitations within oneself. It only sees beauty, wholeness, and a tenderness no one outside of oneself can ever offer. It is within each and every soul, as it is the essence of the divine beingness. Only when one can find deep, unconditional love for themselves, then and only then can they experience deep and fulfilling love with another person, or even a group of people they hold close to their heart. Without self-love, one will never know how to truly love another soul. They also would never know how to receive unconditional and deeply fulfilling love from others, as they simply do not feel that within themselves or even about themselves. Love can come in many shades, but only unconditional love for oneself is pure, it is whole, it is the most heartwarming sense that cannot be replicated by anything outside of oneself, unless they already feel this deep sense of love for themselves first from within. Indeed, this may not come easy for many, as they have not learned to deeply love themselves. They may have learned that they are lacking something, that something is missing, or they look at their physical appearance and don't like certain aspects. They only look at what they see outside of themselves instead of looking within. Gift yourself the love you desire, you deserve, and that already is within you, ready for you to uncover, ready for you to put into good use by loving yourself deeply, unconditionally, even the aspects you think are not beautiful. We, the beings of light, wish to infuse you with the light codes of clarity, of clear sight, so you may see more clearly how beautiful of a light being that you are. Allow yourself to take off the blinders to your own beautiful self that resides within. Any labels, any outside appearances you find are inadequate, maybe even ugly, or are only wrong perceptions you hold about yourself. They are not of truth. In fact, they are labels society has taught you to place upon yourself. But we, the beings of light, see you for who you are, a beautiful soul, a child of the light that holds beauty within you, ready to come to the forefront once you allow yourself to see this beauty within your own heart and soul. We wish to invite you to gaze into a mirror and allow yourself to see what we see. Allow yourself to see beauty in the things you previously rejected, dismissed, or found off-putting, or simply had a dislike for. Allow yourself to love these parts about yourself, the parts within and the parts of your outer appearances. There's nothing wrong with you. Allow yourself to find this deep, unconditional love for who you are. Your physical appearance, as your body, is the temple that allows your soul to go through this lifetime and has the experience it came here to have. If you feel you have been neglecting your physical self by making choices that seemed convenient, easy, or even more appealing than caring for your physical self more passionately, then you do have a choice to do something differently. If there's something you simply do not like about yourself, we first wish to invite you to still love this part of you. And then you can choose to make a different choice to help your physical appearance move into alignment with what you feel would be more beneficial for your physical self. Even if you feel as if there's a part of your inner self that would benefit from an upgrade, a remodel, or a complete overhaul, then you too have a choice you can make to change that what you feel within. But here we wish to caution you to not do this from a place of displease, rejecting who you are at this time, but simply to love and respect yourself more, to wanting to make a healthier choice, to do something good for yourself simply because you love and care about yourself enough to make this change. Never feel that you need to make a change because society makes it seem as if there's something wrong with you, that you are lacking something, or that you are not whole and beautiful, as this is simply a lie. We see the beauty that you are, and we wish to invite you to see this beauty within yourself. Once you allow yourself to see this beauty, and allow yourself to love yourself deeply, unconditionally, and the whole of who you are from within and from without, then love is what you radiate. Love is then who you are, and love is that what you will call forth. We'll leave you with this for now, but know that we, the beings of light, love you for who you are. We cherish you for having chosen to come into this lifetime at this time, and we love and cherish you for the beautiful soul that you are. Goodbye for now. Wasn't that a beautiful message from Archangel Michael? And I really hope that it activated that part within you to start loving yourself a little bit more. And now I feel guided to also offer you an action step. I was guided to share with you to create a mantra, create an I love me affirmation. Make this your new mantra. Write it down, put it somewhere you can see it every day, and then read it every single day. Do this in the morning, do this during the day, do this right before you go to bed, and especially when you are feeling a little not so loving to yourself, grab your mantra, grab your affirmation, and read it. Now, if you're not quite sure what to write or what your I love me statement or affirmation should be, let me share the one that I have created for myself. And feel free to write it down, copy it, and then use it for yourself if you would like, or tweak it to make it your own. So my I love me mantra is, I love myself for who I am because I am beautiful inside and out. I am all that I am, and I accept myself for all the beauty that is within me. I am divine, I am whole, I am beautiful, I am one with Source, and they're all that is the one. I radiate love, as love is the essence of who I am within and without. So this is my mantra. So like I said, feel free to pause this video and go back and write it down and use it yourself if you would like, or tweak it, whichever one is fine. But then also, I want to invite you, do me a favor, put your statement down below. If you have created, if you're going to create your own, do me a favor, post yours below. I would love to see it. I'm pretty sure other people would love to get some inspiration as well. But I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you did, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can, and also hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content. But I'm so grateful that you're here, and I just want you to know that you deserve to love yourself for who you are, because you are beautiful, you are whole, you are divine. So thanks for listening. I will see you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.